Jai Gurudev, and welcome to this enlightening conversation. Today, we have the honor of speaking with an art of living expert and an officer from Vedic Dharma Sansthan who will share insights on how the teachings in the popular TV series ER resonate with the profound wisdom of Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji and the Vedic traditions. Let's begin. Let's start by discussing how the character development in ER, especially in the case of Dr. Mark Green, connects with the wisdom of Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji, and how does this reflect the principle of finding peace and emotional balance through meditation? Jayadev, yes, Dr. Mark Green's journey through personal loss and emotional struggles shows the need for inner peace and balance. Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji often teaches that peace comes from within, and one can find this peace through practices like Sudarshan Kriya and meditation. By addressing the turmoil inside Dr. Green, as Dr. Green does, we learn to let go of emotional baggage and remain grounded amidst external chaos. In Vedic wisdom, emotional turbulence is addressed by purifying the mind through sadhana or spiritual practices. The Vedas emphasize that the mind is the root of suffering and joy, and practices like pranayama and Gayatri Japa help one transcend emotional upheavals and move toward a state of mental clarity and peace. In ER, the importance of teamwork and collaboration in critical situations is highlighted. How does this align with the Vedic teachings of seva or selfless service and the importance of collective effort? Seva is a central tenet in the teachings of His Holiness Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji. He emphasizes that true joy comes from selfless service to others. In the ER, we see doctors and nurses working together under intense pressure to save lives. This reflects the idea that when people come together in service of a higher cause, whether it's saving lives or uplifting others, it brings greater harmony and fulfillment. The Vedic tradition teaches us that service to humanity is one of the highest forms of service. Agnihotra, a ritual in Vedic tradition, involves offerings to the fire as a form of collective prayer for the welfare of society in the form of a homam. Similarly, in the healthcare profession, each individual contributes to a larger purpose, echoing the principle of seva in the Vedas. In ER, we also see the doctors struggle with burnout. How does Gurudev Shri Ravi Shankar Ji's teachings on meditation and pranayama offer a solution for managing stress and burnout? His Holiness Gurudev Shri Ravi Shankar Ji often speaks about the importance of balancing work and relaxation. Sudarshan Kriya, pranayama, and meditation help reset the nervous system, releasing the built up stress and tension. Regular practice can replenish energy and rejuvenate the mind, making it easier to handle the pressures of any demanding profession, including healthcare. From a Vedic perspective, maintaining a healthy balance between work and rest is essential. Trikal Sandhya and Shakti Kriya are spiritual practices designed to rejuvenate the mind and body. These practices strengthen the mind and body to stay grounded amidst challenges. The theme of mortality and dealing with death is recurring in ER. How do the teachings of Ayurveda and Vedic rituals such as Upanayana and Gayatri Japa guide individuals through the inevitable reality of death? His Holiness Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji teaches that death is not the end but a transition. The practices of Sudarshan Kriya help in confronting the fear of death by making us aware of the eternal nature of the soul. Gayatri Japa, a Vedic mantra, helps in invoking divine protection for the soul's journey beyond this life. In Ayurveda, the end of life is seen as a natural process. The Vedas provide specific rituals like the chanting of Gayatri Japa and other prayers to ensure the soul's peaceful transition. Upanayana, the sacred thread ceremony, is a symbol of spiritual initiation, reminding us that we are eternal and connected to the divine even through death. In ER, characters like Dr. Duka Kovac face personal demons. How does the Vedic wisdom of healing with self purification, such as through Trikal Sandhya, help individuals overcome inner turmoil? His Holiness Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji teaches that through consistent spiritual practices like Sudarshan Kriya and Pranayama, individuals can cleanse their mind and emotions. Trikal Sandhya, which involves chanting at different times of the day purposefully three times, creates a connection with the divine and purifies the mind, helping individuals find peace amidst inner turmoil. The Vedas tell us that purification of the mind and body is essential for overcoming inner struggles. The daily practice of Trikal Sandhya and Agni Karyam or fire rituals help purify the mental and emotional body, aligning individuals with their higher purpose. and providing them with clarity to overcome their personal demons. Dr. Susan Lewis faces the emotional role of being a doctor, especially when dealing with the suffering of patients. How do the principles of Ayurveda and sadhana provide tools for maintaining emotional resilience in such a high stress professions? Emotional resilience comes from strengthening the mind through practices like pranayama and Sudarshan Kriya, which balance the emotional and mental states. A regular practice creates a calm center from which one can deal with stress without internalizing it. Ayurveda teaches us that balance in the body leads to balance in the mind, which is essential in a profession like medicine. The Vedic tradition holds that seva is the highest form of work. In Ayurveda, it is taught that to serve others, you must first be strong within yourself. Practices like Padmasadhana and Gayatri Japa not only purify the mind but also help in emotional resilience by aligning the practitioner with the divine energy. ER frequently highlights the importance of mentorship and teaching. How does the concept of Upanayana in the Vedic tradition align with this? The Upanayana ceremony is a rite of passage where a child is initiated into the world of knowledge. Similarly, in ER, mentors like Dr. Green impart knowledge to younger doctors like Dr. Carter. This exchange of wisdom is essential for personal and professional growth, just as Upanayana marks the beginning of a deeper spiritual learning. Mentorship in medicine marks the beginning of professional maturity. In the Vedic tradition, mentorship is an honored practice where the guru imparts knowledge not just of the world but of the self. Upanayana signifies the importance of guidance in the journey of life, much like the mentorship that we see in ER as doctors pass on their wisdom to the next generation. In ER, characters deal with personal loss and emotional growth. How do the teachings of Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankarji, especially through Seva and Satsang, help individuals navigate such profound personal challenges? Gurudev often speaks about Seva and Satsang as tools to heal emotional wounds. When we serve others selflessly, we take our attention away from our own pain. Satsang, or being in the company of spiritually minded people, can uplift and guide individuals through challenging times. These practices foster a deep sense of connection and understanding, allowing individuals to find solace even in the face of loss. The Vedic teachings emphasize the importance of community and support during times of hardship. Through seva and regular participation in rituals like pujas and homas, individuals find emotional healing as the collective energy of the group helps elevate the individual's state of mind. Satsang is a reminder that we are never alone in our struggles. The character of the Dr. Doug Ross is often portrayed as someone who struggles with personal demons yet ultimately seeks redemption. How does the Vedic approach to Shakti Kriya and yoga assist in the healing of such deep emotional wounds? Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankarji teaches that Kriya Yoga and Shakti Kriya can help in releasing deep seated emotional pain. These practices work on the physical, emotional, and mental layers of a person, clearing out negative patterns and bringing in vitality. As Dr. Doug Ross seeks redemption, similar practices can guide someone to release past trauma and align with their higher self. In Vedic teachings, the spiritual practices of Shakti Kriya combined with the power of yoga and meditation help remove emotional imbalances and provide a space for transformation. Through dedicated practice, an individual can heal from inner wounds just as Dr. Ross seeks healing from his past. Lastly, how do the various rituals from the Vedic sanstans such as pujas and homas and the divine events hosted on the website contribute to the spiritual growth and mental well-being of individuals in high stress professions? Rituals like pujas and homas serve as a means of connecting with the divine. These practices calm the mind, soothe the soul, and help individuals maintain a sense of higher purpose in their lives. In high stress professions, these spiritual rituals can provide grounding and clarity. The Vedic rituals, such as the homas and the pujas, are not just ceremonial but also deeply transformative. They purify the mind, enhance mental resilience, and foster a sense of peace. These practices help individuals realign with their true nature, enabling them to navigate life's challenges with greater strength and equanimity. Dr. Abel Lockhart's character goes through significant personal growth, especially after dealing with alcohol addiction. How does Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankarji's teachings on meditation and Sudarshan Kriya support individuals in overcoming addiction and finding self-discipline? His Holiness Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankarji teaches that addiction stems from an imbalance in the mind and emotions. Sudarshan Kriya, along with meditation, helps clear these negative patterns and addictions by purifying the mind and balancing the body's energies through these practices. Individuals like Dr. Abel Lockhart can find the strength to break free from addictions and regain control over their lives. In the Vedic tradition, addiction is seen as a disruption of the natural flow of energy within the body. Practices like pranayama and meditation help realign these energies and bring the mind into a state of balance. This allows individuals to overcome dependencies and live more mindfully, restoring their innate power and clarity. Throughout ER, the emotional toll of working in healthcare is evident. How does the practice of seva, as taught by Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankarji, help healthcare workers cope with the emotional burden of their work? Seva, or selfless service, is a powerful practice that shifts the focus from one's own struggles to the greater good. When healthcare workers engage in seva, it gives them a sense of purpose and fulfillment that goes beyond the daily challenges of their profession. Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankarji emphasizes that through seva, one finds peace and satisfaction, which alleviates emotional exhaustion. The Vedas teaches that the soul finds its highest expression through service to others. Seva not only purifies the heart but also elevates the spirit. For healthcare workers, engaging in seva, even in small ways, brings a sense of divine connection and helps them stay resilient, especially when dealing with the emotional burnout. Dr. Kerry Weaver's struggles with the leadership role as an ER doctor often reveal her emotional vulnerability. How do the teachings of Trikalsandhya, as practiced in Vedic tradition, help individuals like Dr. Weaver maintain balance while leading others? Trikalsandhya is a powerful practice that involves chanting at three specific times of the day, at dawn, noon, and dusk, to invoke divine protection and guidance. For leaders like Dr. Kerry Weaver, this practice can help ground them spiritually, manage the pressure of leadership, and maintain mental clarity during stressful moments. It also helps in fostering a deeper connection to the divine, which is essential when navigating challenging situations as a leader. The Vedic tradition teaches that leadership is a sacred responsibility, one that requires balance and a sense of higher purpose. Trikal Sandhya is an essential ritual that provides that connection. By integrating this practice into daily life, leaders can maintain spiritual alignment, ensuring their decisions are guided by wisdom and compassion. In ER, characters are constantly faced with life and death decisions. How does the practice of yoga and pranayama, as part of Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankarji's teachings, help individuals cope with the stress of making critical decisions? Yoga and pranayama serve as tools to bring the body and mind into alignment, which is especially important when dealing with high pressure situations. Gurudev teaches that through deep breathing and meditation, the mind becomes calm and clear, allowing individuals to make decisions with clarity, compassion, and mindfulness. This helps doctors in the ER make life altering decisions with the right focus and intent. The Vedic wisdom of yoga emphasizes the integration of body, mind, and spirit. Through pranayama and meditation, one cultivates a sense of inner calm and centeredness, enabling individuals to face difficult situations with equanimity. When doctors like those in ER practice yoga, they are better equipped to handle the emotional strain of making critical decisions. Dr. Peter Benton's character often struggles with balancing personal life and professional life, leading to emotional turmoil. How do the teachings of Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankarji's Shakti Kriya and meditation practices assist in achieving work-life balance? Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankarji emphasizes that true balance comes from within. Practices like Shakti Kriya and meditation help one cultivate inner peace and energy, allowing individuals to remain calm and focused in their professional life without losing sight of their personal needs. These practices rejuvenate the mind, body, and spirit, which is essential for maintaining a healthy work-life balance. In the Vedic tradition, life is seen as a journey of balancing responsibilities, emotions, and spirituality. Shakti Kriya and other Vedic rituals help individuals release stress and bring harmony to all aspects of life. By practicing these rituals, one can achieve a deeper sense of balance between their personal and professional lives. Throughout the series, the importance of community and support system is highlighted. How do satsang and the community spirit fostered by the art of living help individuals in similar professions like healthcare find emotional support? Satsang, or being in the company of like minded spiritual seekers, helps individuals find solace in knowing that they are not alone in their struggles. His Holiness Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankarji often speaks about the power of collective energy in uplifting individuals. For healthcare workers and others in high stress professions, Satsang provides a supportive environment where they can share their burdens, find encouragement and experience healing through spiritual connection. The Vedic teachings emphasize that community and spiritual gatherings like satsang are essential for emotional well being. In times of crisis or stress, the collective energy of the group can uplift individuals, providing the emotional support needed to overcome personal challenges. Just as Dr. Carter finds support from his colleagues, individuals in the Vedic community find strength through collective rituals and gatherings. Dr. Carol Hathaway's transition from working in the ER to a quieter life shows a need for emotional healing. How does Ayurveda and its holistic approach support individuals in transitioning through emotional and physical challenges like Carol did? Ayurveda offers a comprehensive approach to healing, balancing the body, mind, and spirit. It teaches that emotional stress manifests physically, and through practices like Ayurveda based diets, herbs, and lifestyle, individuals can find healing. For someone like Dr. Hathaway, Ayurveda provides tools to detoxify the body and mind, supporting her in transitioning to a calmer, more peaceful life. Ayurveda, as a part of the Vedic tradition, focuses on balancing the energies of the body or the Vata, Pitta, and Kapha to achieve harmony. Through Ayurvedic practices, including dietary adjustments, daily routines, and herbs, individuals can find emotional stability and physical health, which is crucial when making significant life transitions like moving from a high pressure job to a more peaceful life. The concept of letting go and surrendering to the divine is a recurring theme in ER. How does a practice of Gayatri Japa and surrendering to the divine, as taught by Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankarji, help individuals achieve peace in moments of uncertainty? Gayatri Japa is a powerful practice that invokes divine wisdom and protection. His Holiness Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankarji often teaches that surrendering to the divine brings immense peace, especially in times of uncertainty. Through practices like Gayatri Japa and other forms of meditation, individuals can release control, trust the process of life, and experience deep inner peace amidst external chaos. The Vedic tradition holds that surrendering to the divine is the ultimate form of inner peace. Through Gayatri Japa, individuals align themselves with divine wisdom, helping them navigate uncertainty with trust and grace. This practice helps release fears and attachments, allowing one to remain centered and peaceful, much like the doctors in ER who must trust their training and divine guidance in critical moments. ER often showcases the trauma faced by healthcare workers in emergency situations. How can the practices of Agnihotra and Homas from the Vedic tradition offer emotional healing and resilience in such a high stress environments? Agnihotra and Homas are ancient fire rituals that help purify the atmosphere and cleanse negative energies. These practices are known to create a positive and healing environment, which can be especially beneficial for healthcare workers dealing with trauma and stress. By participating in these rituals, individuals can clear their minds, release emotional burdens, and regain the clarity needed to face difficult situations. Agnihotra and other Vedic fire rituals are considered to purify the mind, body, and environment. The powerful energy created during these rituals can uplift individuals, helping them stay resilient in emotionally charged environments like the ER. By practicing Agnihotra, healthcare workers can create a space of healing and calm, which is vital when dealing with trauma and stress. Finally, looking at the bigger picture, how do the programs offered by Art of Living, such as Sudarshan Kriya Yoga and the various Vedic rituals, guide individuals in transforming their lives and navigating challenges? The programs offered by the Art of Living, such as Sudarshan Kriya Yoga and Pranayama, serve as powerful tools for mental, emotional, and spiritual transformation. These practices allow individuals to break free from stress, emotional baggage, and mental clutter, which are common in high stress professions like healthcare. The teachings guide people toward a balanced life, providing them with the clarity, strength, and resilience needed to face personal and professional challenges, just as we see that with characters like Dr. Green, Dr. Benton, and others in ER. By practicing these techniques, individuals can learn to manage stress, release past trauma, and foster a sense of peace and inner strength, enabling them to navigate life with greater ease. The Vedic practices, including Sudarshan Kriya, Gayatri Japa, Yoga, Homas, and Pujas, provide individuals with tools to elevate their consciousness and live harmoniously with their environment. These ancient rituals are not just ceremonial but serve to purify the mind, body, and spirit, making them an excellent support system for those facing emotional turmoil or stress. The holistic approach of Ayurveda combined with the spiritual practices of Vedic traditions offers a holistic approach to Ayurveda combined with the spiritual practices of Vedic rituals offers a profound way to restore balance and heal, whether it's through the stress relief of pranayama or the inner peace found in daily rituals like Trikal Sandhya or Agnihotra. These practices provide a pathway to navigating the highs and lows of life, similar to the emotional and professional challenges seen in ER. In ER, we often see characters undergoing personal transformations through relationships, trauma, and difficult decisions. How do the practices of Padma Sadhana and Shakti Kriya, as taught by Gurudev Shish Ravi Shankarji, support individuals in such transformative journeys? Padma Sadhana is a powerful practice that helps in awakening the deeper layers of consciousness. It supports personal transformation by encouraging individuals to connect with their higher self, cultivating qualities like patience, compassion, and forgiveness. Similarly, Shakti Kriya helps individuals release stored emotional baggage and empowers them to step into their true potential. These practices help individuals like those in ER navigate difficult personal transitions, heal emotional wounds, and move towards self discovery and spiritual growth. Padma Sadhana in the Vedic tradition is a form of meditation that connects individuals to the divine through the heart chakra, promoting emotional healing and spiritual growth. It helps in transforming negative emotions into positive energy, which can be especially helpful during periods of personal turmoil. Shakti Kriya, which works with the body's vital energy, helps individuals tap into their internal power, allowing them to overcome challenges and emerge stronger, much like the characters in ER who grow through their struggles. ER often depicts moments of extreme vulnerability where characters confront their deepest fears and uncertainties. How does the practice of seva or selfless service, as emphasized by Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankarji, help individuals find deeper meaning and healing during such times? Seva is a transformative practice that shifts our focus from our own difficulties to the greater good. By serving others selflessly, individuals transcend their personal struggles and experience a deeper sense of fulfillment and connection. For characters in ER, Seva is present in their day to day work where they are constantly giving of themselves for the well being of their patients. Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankarji teaches that through Seva, individuals experience healing and growth as it connects them with the divine and reminds them of their larger purpose in life. Seva is not only a practice of giving to others but also a practice of purifying oneself. The Vedas teach that true joy and fulfillment come from helping others, and through Seva, individuals are reminded of their interconnectedness with all beings. The act of serving others, especially in the medical field, provides a sense of purpose and healing for the person doing the service as well as for those they serve. This echoes the themes of compassion and service we see in ER. Dr. Carter's character experiences significant growth, learning from this mistake and finding new purpose in life. How do the practices of Sudarshan Kriya and Gayatri Japa taught by Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankarji support individuals in their personal growth and overcoming past mistakes? Sudarshan Kriya is designed to clear the mind and body of negative emotions and stress. By practicing it regularly, individuals can break free from the past and move forward with a sense of clarity and positivity. It's especially powerful for those who have made mistakes or faced personal challenges, as it helps them forgive themselves and create a fresh start. Gayatri Japa, on the other hand, is a spiritual practice that helps in purifying the mind and awakening higher wisdom. It fosters inner peace and clarity, helping individuals like Dr. Carter to gain the insight needed for personal growth and redemption. The Vedic teachings emphasize the importance of purification and self correction. Gayatri Japa is a powerful mantra that helps individuals cleanse their mental and emotional bodies, promoting self reflection and spiritual growth. Sudarshan Kriya also helps in this process, releasing negative emotions and allowing individuals to heal from past mistakes and move toward self realization and growth. In ER, characters often grapple with guilt, particularly when they cannot save their patients. How does the practice of pranayama and seva help individuals process guilt and emotional distress? Pranayama helps individuals release emotional tension and stress, which are often linked to feelings of guilt. By focusing on the breath and calming the mind, pranayama creates space for emotional healing and release. Seva or selfless service helps individuals shift their focus from their personal emotional distress to the welfare of others. By helping others, especially in life and death situations like those depicted in ER. Individuals can let go of guilt and find peace knowing they did their best in the given circumstances. The Vedic tradition teaches that guilt and emotional distress are rooted in attachment to outcomes. Practices like seva help individuals strengthen attachment, while pranayama helps them cultivate emotional detachment and resilience. Through these practices, individuals can let go of guilt and come to terms with the outcomes of their actions, knowing that their efforts were for the greater good. Finally, considering the holistic approach of the art of living and the Vedic themselves, how do the combined practices support an individual's ability to lead a fulfilling life? Despite the challenges faced in professions like healthcare, the holistic approach provided by Art of Living through meditation, Sudarshan Kriya, yoga, pranayama, and seva nourishes all aspects of a person's being, the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. By embracing these practices, healthcare professionals and others in high stress roles can maintain balance, find inner peace, and lead fulfilling lives. These practices not only provide tools for stress management but also for emotional healing, spiritual growth, and physical vitality, making it easier to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. The teachings of the Vedic themselves are rooted in the ancient wisdom of the Vedas, offer a comprehensive path to healing and spiritual growth. The combinations of the rituals, Ayurvedic wisdom, and the practices of yoga and meditation provides a complete system for balancing the mind, body, and spirit. For healthcare professionals, these practices support mental clarity, emotional well being, and physical vitality, ensuring that they can lead a life of fulfillment and purpose despite the challenges they face in their professions. Thank you so much for sharing such profound insights. It's clear that the teachings of His Holiness Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankarji, along with the practices of Art of Living and Vedic Dhamma offer deep support to individuals in all walks of life, particularly in professions like healthcare, where the emotional and mental toll is high. Your insights have been truly enlightening. Thank you, and Jai Gurudev. Jai Gurudev, as we look at the emotional and physical toll on healthcare professionals, what role does Ayurveda play in sustaining long term health and wellness for people in demanding roles like the doctors in ER? Ayurveda, with its focus on balancing the body's energies of Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, is an essential aspect of long term wellness, especially for those in high stress professions like healthcare. It addresses the root causes of health issues, imbalances in the body and mind, and provides a holistic approach to healing through diet, lifestyle changes, herbs, and rituals. For doctors and healthcare workers, Ayurveda supports stress reduction, boosts energy, enhances immunity, and prevents burnout. It also helps regulate sleep patterns, which are often disrupted by long shifts and intense workouts. Ayurveda, rooted in the Vedic tradition, recognizes that emotional and physical health are deeply interconnected. It teaches the importance of maintaining balance in daily life through proper nutrition, routine, and self care. For healthcare professionals, Ayurveda's approach to managing stress, enhancing digestion, rejuvenating the body, can prevent chronic illness and fatigue, ensuring they have the vitality to continue their demanding work. In ER, we often see moments of intense human connection, doctors bonding with patients and sometimes grieving together. How do the practices of satsang and collective prayer, as taught by Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankarji, help individuals in such emotionally charged situations? Satsang creates a spiritual environment where individuals gather in a collective space of positivity and spiritual connection. Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankarji emphasizes the power of collective energy. When people come together in satsang, the group's energy can uplift each individual. In emotionally charged situations, such as those faced by healthcare professionals, satsang provides a space for sharing grief, receiving comfort, and offering compassion to others. It's a reminder of our shared humanity, helping individuals process emotions in a healthy and supportive environment. In the Vedic tradition, prayer and satsang are viewed as powerful tools for emotional healing. Collective prayer helps individuals find solace and strengthen community. It supports the healing process by creating a space for mutual support and divine grace. For healthcare workers, being part of such a community offers a sense of solidarity and shared purpose, making it easier to cope with the emotional toll of their work. Like Dr. Luca Kovac often experiences the tension between duty and personal life. How do the practices of Trikal Sandhya and other Vedic rituals support individuals like him in integrating both aspects of life, balancing work with personal well being? Trikal Sandhya is a spiritual practice that aligns the individual with the rhythms of the day, offering moments of reflection, prayer, and connection to the divine at key times dawn, noon, and dusk. This practice grounds individuals, helping them cultivate a sense of peace and balance as they move through the demands of the day. For someone like Dr. Kovac, who constantly juggles the intense pressures of his profession with personal life, Trikal Sandhya can offer moments of respite and a spiritual anchor, creating harmony between his work and personal well being. In the Vedic tradition, daily rituals like Trikal Sandhya and Seva can serve as spiritual anchors that align the practitioner with the divine at crucial moments in the day. This helps individuals stay connected to a higher purpose, which brings clarity and balance in both professional and personal aspects of life. For busy professionals like Dr. Kovac, integrating these rituals into their daily routine can offer the stability needed to navigate the challenges of work while maintaining emotional and spiritual balance. Throughout ER, we witness moments where characters experience immense stress but also find moments of calm in their spiritual practices such as prayer or reflection. How does the Vedic concept of dharma relate to the way these characters navigate their professional duties and personal lives? Dharma in Vedic philosophy refers to the righteous path or moral code that each individual follows, which aligns with their life's purpose and responsibilities. For healthcare professionals like those in ER, their dharma is to serve and care for others in times of crisis. This sense of purpose helps them navigate the intense pressures and moral dilemmas they face by practicing yoga, meditation, and pranayama. They can stay connected to their higher purpose, ensuring they serve with integrity, compassion, and equanimity. Dharma gives them the inner strength to maintain their focus and act selflessly in moments of crisis. The Vedic tradition teaches that each individual has a unique dharma or life mission. For healthcare professionals, their dharma is to alleviate suffering and provide care to those in need. The Vedic practices, such as meditation and daily rituals, help reinforce a sense of purpose and keep them grounded in their duty. By staying aligned with their dharma, individuals can maintain their emotional equilibrium and continue to serve with compassion no matter how intense the situation may be. Dr. Susan Lewis's struggles with her personal life and her emotional vulnerability resonates with many viewers. How does the Vedic wisdom of self-compassion, as emphasized in the teachings of Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankarji, help individuals like her overcome emotional challenges? Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankarji teaches that self-compassion is vital for emotional healing and personal growth through meditation and the practices of Sudarshan Kriya. Individuals can release negative emotions, self criticism, and guilt. This creates space for self acceptance and love. Dr. Susan Lewis, in her journey, would benefit from practices that help her embrace her emotions without judgment, allowing her to heal from past trauma and move forward with a sense of self worth and peace. In the Vedic tradition, self compassion is closely linked to the practice of self reflection and self awareness. Through the teachings of the Vedas, individuals are encouraged to recognize their flaws with love and understanding rather than judgment. By practicing meditation, mantra chanting, and selfless service, individuals like Dr. Lewis can cultivate self compassion, leading to emotional healing and greater resilience in the face of personal challenges. Dr. John Carter's evolution from a young medical intern to a seasoned doctor highlights personal growth and maturation. How do the teachings of Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankarji, such as Shakti Kriya and Padma Sadhana, contribute to the maturation process of individuals in high pressure careers? Shakti Kriya and Padma Sadhana are powerful practices that aid in the emotional and spiritual growth of individuals. Shakti Kriya works with the body's energy, empowering individuals to release stored attention and emotional baggage, while Padma Sadhana helps deepen their connection to their higher self, guiding them towards spiritual maturity. For someone like Dr. Carter, these practices offer a transformative process that builds inner strength, self awareness, and wisdom, which are essential as he navigates the complexities of his career and personal life. In Vedic tradition, personal growth is seen as a continuous process of self realization and inner transformation. Practices like Padma Sadhana help individuals connect to their divine essence, while Shakti Kriya awakens the dormant spiritual energy within. These practices help professions like Dr. Carter evolve, gaining the clarity and wisdom needed to handle the challenges of their roles with grace and maturity. The concept of surrendering to the divine is a recurring theme in ER, where characters often face situations beyond their control. How does the Vedic practice of surrendering to the divine will, as taught by Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankarji, help individuals like doctors cope with situations beyond their control? Surrendering to the divine is a core teaching of Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankarji. It involves trusting the flow of life and letting go of the need to control everything. For healthcare professionals, this is crucial as many situations are beyond their control, such as the outcome of a patient's health. By practicing surrender, doctors can release the burden of guilt or frustration over outcomes, trusting that they have done their best and that the divine is guiding them. This sense of surrender brings peace and acceptance even in the face of uncertainty. In the Vedic tradition, surrender to the divine is seen as a form of spiritual liberation. It allows individuals to let go of ego and attachment to results. For doctors, surrendering to the divine helps alleviate the weight of responsibility, knowing that they are doing their best while leaving the outcomes to a higher purpose. This practice cultivates equanimity, helping them face both success and failure with grace and acceptance. The characters in ER frequently deal with moments of personal crisis that challenge their beliefs. How do the courses and programs offered by Art of Living, such as the Happiness Program or the Youth Empowerment Seminar Yes Plus, help individuals like those in ER manage crises and moments with resilience? The programs offered by Art of Living, including the Happiness Program and Yes Plus or Yes Program, are designed to help individuals build mental and emotional resilience. These programs teach tools like Sudarshan Kriya, meditation, and breathing techniques that help individuals clear stress, anxiety, and negative emotions. In moments of personal crisis, these practices provide a sense of grounding, helping individuals stay centered and respond to challenges with clarity and calmness. For those in the healthcare profession, like the doctors in ER, these programs offer practical tools for managing the intense emotional demands of their work. The Vedic teachings also emphasize resilience in the face of adversity through practices like mantra chanting, prayer, and meditation. Individuals can build emotional fortitude and a deeper sense of inner peace. The programs offered by Art of Living align with these ancient teachings, offering modern tools for stress management and emotional healing. These programs help individuals navigate crisis by fostering a sense of connection with the divine and reinforcing their inner strength. Throughout ER, characters are frequently faced with life and death decisions, testing their moral compass and professional resolve. How do the practices of Agnihotra and Vedic rituals help individuals align their actions with higher ethical standards, especially when facing such intense dilemmas? Agnihotra and other Vedic rituals are purifying practices that help individuals connect to the divine and align their thoughts and actions with higher principles. Agnihotra, a fire ritual, is known to purify the environment and the mind, making it easier to stay calm and clear headed during moments of stress. When healthcare professionals face life and death decisions, they need to act from a place of deep clarity and moral integrity. These rituals help create a peaceful mind, enabling doctors and caregivers to make decisions that are aligned with compassion, selflessness, and the greater good. In the Vedic tradition, rituals like Agnihotra are considered not just ceremonial but a way to spiritually cleanse oneself and the environment. This helps individuals find a right mental state to approach challenging situations with a sense of divine connection and inner peace. For doctors, the clarity that comes from such practices enables them to act according to their dharma, making decisions that are ethically sound and compassionate, even when faced with difficult or life altering choices. Characters in ER often experience the emotional weight of trauma and loss. How do the spiritual teachings around Trikal Sandhya and Gayatri Japa help individuals process grief and find solace after such events? Trikal Sandhya and Gayatri Japa are practices that help calm the mind and open the heart to healing. Trikal Sandhya, performed at dawn, noon, and dusk, is a way of aligning oneself with the cosmic rhythms, which helps to clear emotional turbulence and brings inner peace. Gayatri Japa, a powerful mantra, invokes divine wisdom and light, helping to process grief and loss. These practices create a deep sense of connection to something greater than oneself, providing comfort during difficult times. For someone in healthcare who may experience loss frequently, these practices offer solace and strength, helping them release grief and continue their work with compassion. The Vedic teachings emphasize the importance of connecting with divine energy through prayer and meditation. Trikal Sandhya offers a structured time for individuals to reflect and seek guidance from the divine, while Gayatri Japa brings light and peace during times of emotional turmoil. These practices help individuals process their grief by creating a sacred space to honor the loss and find inner peace, reminding them of the impermanence of life and the eternal nature of the soul. In ER, characters like Dr. Romano struggle with bitterness and unresolved anger. How do practices like Padma Sadhana and Shakti Kriya help individuals release negative emotions such as anger and resentment? Padma Sadhana and Shakti Kriya are transformative practices that work deeply on the emotional and energetic levels. Shakti Kriya, in particular, helps to release stored negative emotions such as anger and frustration by working with the body's energy systems. Padma Sadhana is a meditation practice that helps to open the heart chakra, fostering qualities like compassion, forgiveness, and love. By practicing these, individuals like Dr. Romano can release deeply held negative emotions and create space for healing. These practices allow them to let go of bitterness and anger, ultimately helping them to act with greater emotional clarity and equanimity. In the Vedic tradition, anger and resentment are seen as obstacles to spiritual growth. Practices like Padma Sadhana and Shakti Kriya are tools for purifying the mind and heart, allowing individuals to release these negative emotions. By practicing these rituals, individuals open themselves to divine healing and cultivate a state of balance, which is essential for overcoming feelings of bitterness. The Vedic teachings emphasize the importance of forgiveness and emotional release, both of which these practices facilitate.